Hi, this is a recorded lecture for the IB DP Design Technology Topic A2.2.2. This is SL content, design and theory, and we're looking at informal and formal drawing techniques. So from the IB, drawings, either manual or prepared using CAD, are used to explore, refine, and communicate ideas. This is very important. You need to know this. It's the answer to a lot of questions about drawings when you see them. We're exploring, refining, and communicating ideas. You must be able to outline why designers use drawings to explore, refine, and communicate ideas, and this includes informal drawing techniques such as freehand sketching and formal drawing techniques such as assembled drawings, isometric, orthographic projections, and exploded drawings. The advantages and disadvantages of using informal and formal drawing processes, and understand how these techniques are used at different stages of the design development. So let's start with some informal drawing techniques. This would be freehand sketching. This is a graphical drawing model created without the use of instruments such as rulers or compasses. Here's some examples of some low fidelity drawings that we've seen earlier. Again, what we're doing here is exploring, refining, and communicating ideas. The advantage of freehand sketches, I think we've discussed this before, are that they're quick, they're cheap, you don't need much. You can just get a piece of paper, a pencil, maybe some markers, and draw out your ideas. So here we go. They're cost effective, they're accessible, you don't need expensive tools, you have paper and pencils, you're ready to go. You can have enhanced creativity and problem solving because freehand sketches activate the creative side of the brain. They're effective communication at the early stages. This is important because we generally are going to use them at the early stages of the design process. So that's that early exploratory phase. They're fast and flexible. So they're a fast way to visual ideas and explore many design variations, and they're good for team collaboration. But some disadvantages, they may lack precision and accuracy of a more detailed, formal drawing technique. They are dependent on skill level, so the quality and clarity of the sketches rely heavily on an individual's designer's drawing skills. It's difficult to modify compared to, say, digital, so there's extensive modifications to a manual drawing can be difficult and time-consuming. They're not integratable with manufacturing. Hand-drawn sketches cannot be directly used to control manufacturing machinery, which you can do with things like orthographic or isometric drawings. Physical storage and transfer issues may be a problem. Manual drawings take up physical space for storage and cannot be sent electronically without being scanned. So let's talk about some more formal drawing techniques. So isometric drawings are a graphic representation of 3D objects where two axes are angled at 60 degrees from the vertical axis. So you can see here's the vertical axis on this isometric cube, and this angle right here is 60 degrees from that, and this angle would also be 60 degrees. Essentially with isometric drawings, the angles in there are going to be multiples of 30. So for instance, if there was a horizontal line right here that was perpendicular to this vertical axis, from the horizontal line to this line would be 30 degrees. So you'll notice that with isometric drawings, the angles are in multiples of 30 degrees. So 30, 60, 90, 120, etc. This is also an isometric drawing right here. One of the good things about isometric drawings is that they show you the dimensions of the object itself, the product, but they don't give you perspective. So they are not perspective drawings, because if this was a perspective drawing, then we would notice that these two lines would converge as they go towards the vanishing point, which they are not doing. So they're not as realistic as, say, a perspective drawing. Orthographic drawings are a formal modeling technique that depicts a 3D object in 2D, typically showing the top, side, front views of an object. So here's that same bike rack right here showing you the top, the bottom, the front, the left side, and the right side of that particular isometric drawing. And then here's an isometric drawing of just a shape. And you can see here that these are the orthographic drawings of that. So this would be the top, this is the bottom, this is the right side, this is the left side. You can see these dotted lines here. These dotted lines here represent the hidden edges. So for instance, on the top, if I was looking from the top of this, I would see this square, which is this square right here. And then this would also appear as a square with a line right here. And that's what this line is right here. Now I'm not going to see that on the bottom. I'm only going to see a rectangle, but this is that hidden edge. That's this edge right here. And the same with the right side. On the right side, you would see this square, which is right here. And then this part right here would appear as a square, and that's what we're seeing here. And this line is this line right here. And this is, of course, the hidden edge on the left side. Assembled drawings. This is a high fidelity drawing technique typically presented in isometric view that shows a product as it appears when fully assembled. It's called an assembly drawing. So this is a fully assembled drawing of this knuckle joint. Here is an exploded drawing. So an exploded drawing is a formal drawing technique that depicts components of a product apart, but in relative position to how they would be fitted together. So you can see here that that's what we're seeing with this knuckle joint. We're seeing that this piece right here would slide into this slot, and then this pin would hold that together. Or this pen right here, you can see that this is how this pen is going to go together. Now, what are the advantages and disadvantages of formal drawing techniques? Some advantages are they have a lot of precision and clarity. They are unambiguous, standardized methods for technical communication. This ensures that everybody, designers, engineers, and manufacturers, work from the same precise information. They have dimensional accuracy, so orthographic projectors in particular allow for exact dimensions, tolerances, and material specifications, which are essential for manufacturing. They have advanced visualization, so their techniques like isometric and exploded drawings help both technical and non-technical audiences visualize the 3D form, the spatial relationships, and the internal mechanisms of a product. They're essential for documentation. They create a legal and official record or contract of a product for patent applications or intellectual property protection. There's clear assembly and maintenance guides, so exploded views are critical for creating assembly instructions, troubleshooting guides, and repair manuals for end users or maintenance teams. Troubleshooting and verification, these methods enable engineers to verify components fit and identify assembly issues before a physical prototype are created. And that saves a lot of money because physical prototypes are difficult to make and are expensive. What are some disadvantages? Well, they're time consuming. Producing detailed, accurate formal drawings, especially by hand, can be labor intensive and time consuming compared to a quick conceptual sketch. They require specialized skills. The effective creation and interpretation of these drawings demand specific technical drawing skills and knowledge of drafting standards. There's a lack of realism or intuitiveness. Pure orthographic views can be difficult for a non-technical individual or client to interpret as a realistic 3D object because they present 2D slices of information and not an actual visualization of what the product's going to be. There's potential for clutter. Highly detailed orthographic views may have hidden lines, dimensions, and callouts that become complex and messy if not executed with expert care. There might be dimensional distortion, so isometric views are pictorial but not truly photorealistic as they lack true perspective, which can occasionally lead to an unnatural appearance. Thank you for watching.